Carl's coming. No, maybe it's players first. Players first? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Well, sometimes they have two mics out there. You just never know. Oh. Yeah, what special guest? Yeah. Hey Nas, hey BG. Hi. This question is actually for both of you. We just heard this stat as well from about Carl. It's his 29th win of the season. It's the most ever for a coach in his first year. I know you guys have talked before about his coach of the year campaign, but can you talk to just how he's been all season and what it's been like to play for him?
Yeah, I think it's awesome the way that he came in this year. Obviously with the new team, first time in the W, and just been able to implement his system with the players that he's had, that he has. Obviously, like there's a handful of my teammates who I believe are going to be Hall of Famers, and like to be able to put them all together and put them in the best position possible to be successful for themselves, but also as a team, I think it's just been amazing. He's been able to adapt. He's been able to relate. So I think it's just the makings of what I feel like is definitely a coach of the year candidate. And obviously with the wins, like every game, he's always trying to figure out how he could be better and how we could be better. And I think that's nice to hear from as a player, like, okay, we know we need to get better, but coach is also thinking about ways that he can improve game to game. And he absolutely does that.
Nas, before the game, we were talking about right in front here. What we were talking about with Alicia. If you see her, you could beat her. Looked like in that first quarter, you were doing your best Alicia impression. What was kind of working for you early on against this Connecticut defense?
Yeah, I talk about it all the time, but just the strength of my teammates, they pull so many defenders towards them. And I think the game plan was probably to have my man go and help on Bree or Rye. So I took those opportunities, knocked down my open shots. And like I said, game to game, I just try to do whatever my teammates need. And in the first quarter, first half, it was, to knock down some open shots to spread out the floor a little bit.
Hey BG, I've asked Coach, I've asked Nas, what is something that you think that the team needs to work on heading into the playoffs?
Uh, just starting the games with the energy that that we need, and just holding it all the way through. Because once you hit playoffs, it's a different level. Just staying together. Not to say that we're not doing that well, but it's just something to really focus in on because calls aren't going to go our way in playoffs, and we're going to be on the road at times, and we just got to stick together when things go wrong and pull each other together. So I would just say just doing that, and that's what will get us that championship.
ABG, ABG, the ball is in. That's the shooting hand right there? The ball.
We think he's ambidextrous. Honestly. He goes left and right. So, we'll see.
Let me ask you this. You've been on championship teams and the makeup it takes to go through a playoff run. What is it about this team that you feel could make the run to possibly win that championship?
Everybody's ready. When you get into the finals, you get in the playoffs, it's always every single time it's always that extra player that you're not thinking that someone's not thinking about, or somebody from the bench that needs to come in and step up. So it's always that 6, 7 player. And I think we have that, honestly. We have, from starting 5 to everybody on that bench, we're ready to come in and do what we need to do. And coach has done an amazing job on challenging each and every one of us. And like Nas was saying, like he really focuses on getting better himself, and you can see it. And when you got a coach like that, we all ready to go play for him.
This question is for both of you all. Coming into the third quarter, it was a tight game, but you guys created that separation. It was a 16-3 run going into. You ended the third quarter on a 16-3 run. What was those areas of separation for you all that kind of helped you all?
It was our defense. I think we play our best offense is when we get stops. We're able to push in transition, find open players, and get the defenders in mismatches or just not quite matched up. But I think it was our defense locking in, defeating ball screens, not letting two of our players go with one of theirs, and creating open shots for them. So once our defense locked in, I think we were able to get wherever we wanted on offensive end.
BG, I have two questions for you. The first one is, what has it been like adjusting coming off the bench versus starting, or is there much of a difference for you in your mindset?
get to see the game. You know, get to see how the refs are reffing, get to see how it's flowing, get to see what the the other team's trying to do, what their defensive scheme is for the night. So coming in, you kind of got like a little bit of a cheat sheet coming in, and yeah, no, it's been good. So whatever coach needs of me, whatever my team needs of me, I'm here to do it. And yeah, so.
And how have you been able to make that baseline hook shot so effective? What is it about the timing on that, and how are you able to knock that down so efficiently?
BG does this. He does this.
I mean, just shooting, just teammates giving me the ball at the right time in the right spot. Got to credit them, and then yeah, just it's always been something that was hard to guard. You really got to foul somebody to really get to that hook if you do it right. So it's been something that I can always rely on no matter what.
See, she said it. She just does this. That's what she thinks.
Yes, Bash.
For both of you, of course, this is the last home regular season game. I guess what was the biggest thing that you guys took away from this season at home, or the fans, or anything else? What kind of stood out to you guys?
I mean, the fans here in Atlanta are amazing. And, just tonight, all the energy, having all the Divine Nine in there. And it was just it was a good time. I mean, they held the song for a good little minute
Yeah,
till the
they
three
did.
came. So, I mean, go on and sing the whole game. Come on now. I know they can do it.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate y'all.
Say thank you. Say bye-bye. Say bye. Thank y'all. I did.
Yeah, good win today. Obviously, a really competitive first half. I thought defensively we were excellent in the second half, and we were able to get our transition game going and able to pull away. A lot of people had great games. Rye was excellent again, and I thought she did a great job defensively. Should be considered for the all defensive team. And I thought BG gave us really good minutes. Played excellent defense. Uh, so good team win, and we got one more regular season game to go before the playoffs.
Coach, there's a stat that I want to throw at you, which I know you're probably shocked it's not coming from Mike, but
Yeah, come on, Mike.
29 wins is the most ever for a first-year head coach in WNBA history. And I know you're a guy that typically, pumps yourself up, but what does that mean to you to achieve that?
Uh, it's nice that we're winning and that we're in a good position for the playoffs. But those types of things, don't have a lot of meaning for me. The meaningful part is coming up. Like, are we going to be the best prepared for the playoffs? Everybody did a lot of work so far this year to get us to where we are. We want to make sure that we have the right finish to a great season.
Coach, there seemed to be a change in aggressiveness in the third quarter. Was there a change in the defensive strategy as well?
No change, just better executed. I thought our team did a great. I think at halftime they realized that defensively we didn't accomplish what we wanted to get accomplished, and now I will say Connecticut did a great job, and they hit some tough shots, and they're still playing very well. But I thought we had another level that we could get to defensively, and I thought we came out in the third quarter and we kind of showed what we're capable of being on that end of the floor.
Coach, you talked about the transition game. You guys were a plus 24 differential in fast break points. That doubles the previous high for the Dream this year. How big of a difference was that today for the outcome?
I think it's huge. I mean, in the third quarter, Jordan gets out, gets a layup in transition, then we get a kick out three to Rye, and then we just kind of keep it going. And those are also Connecticut's playing so hard, and you're playing and then all of a sudden you give up an easy basket in transition, or you're a little late matching up and you give up a three, it can be a little deflating. And then you start to force things on the offensive end. And it kind of, those are the type of, and the crowd gets involved. The crowd loves all baskets, but transition baskets especially. So I think it all kind of builds on each other.
Hey, Coach, to have your full team today, almost without TT, but what was it like? What is it going to be like to get that team to come together? I got two questions. This is my first one.
Okay.
To be able to play, to get a full. Was it different today to say I got everybody almost to be able to put them all together out there?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely nice to be going in the playoffs and everybody's, available to play. I mean, I think that's a huge advantage. Seems like there's a couple teams that have that right now that, they've struggled with injuries all year and now they're getting everybody back at the right time. So I think and I'm one that I hope every team is healthy and 100% throughout the whole playoffs and the best team wins.
My second question is, we noticed that it's a crack media team. Do you ever sit down during the game?
No, I haven't. I try not to. I actually, I have a really bad back. The more I sit, the worse it gets. So I like to keep moving throughout the game. So when you see me make weird faces or arching my back, it's not because of anything on the floor. Or it could be, but
Coach, quick question. When you guys have a substantial lead like that, of course, it's you going into your last game, but like how much confidence does that give you in knowing that, like, even though this was a team that, like you said, still competing, but you still found a way to like create that separation when you needed to?
I think we're playing confident basketball. We believe in each other. We know that we have a lot of really good players and we have a lot of players who are playing well right now. But at the same time, there's all the other team. They can hit a lot of tough shots. You miss a couple easy ones, suddenly you're in a game. So, uh, we're learning along the way. I think we're getting better along the way, and we're going to be as prepared as we can be.
Absolutely, Coach. Real quick question in regards to been bouncing back and forth with the back here in the back
Okay.
with the aces. Second and third, second. It's going back to second for you again. What exactly do you want to get across to your players in terms of being prepared for whatever scenario that unveils itself in the playoffs?
Yeah, like I'm not even sure about all the scenarios right now. I think we're probably clinched the top 3 spot if I'm not mistaken, and then but we don't really hold our own destiny. We can win and still be in the 3rd spot. So for us, it's just about playing the best basketball we can, uh, kind of going over, special situations and things like that that may occur in the playoffs that maybe we haven't seen in a little bit. Uh, but we've been playing well. There's a lot of teams who've been playing well at the right time. That's why I really think this playoffs is just got to be must see TV.
Coach, you talked about it a little bit earlier, but of course, you've had a lot of strong second halves this season. I guess going into postseason play, is that something that you kind of want to pride yourself on, or is it something that you kind of want to flip where you guys come out strong first half and then continue that second half?
I think uh, it's just good to know whether you have a big lead at halftime or you're down. There's another half of basketball to play. There's been so many big comebacks this year by not just us, multiple teams. So just because you have a lead, you got to keep fighting every possession to try to extend that lead. And that should be your mindset, to extend rather than hold on. And then if you're behind, realize there's still, if it's halftime, there's still 20 minutes of basketball to be played and a lot of possessions, and one big run can really change the momentum of things. So you just got to keep playing. Thank you.